What's up guys, it's Michael here. In this video, we're going to cover why the middle class is financially screwed and also what you can do and what specific that type of class can fight against inflation. So let's get into it. So as you know that the middle class currently is suffering the most setbacks because both political parties are saying one thing and doing the opposite or not doing anything. So for example, you look at gas prices, you look at housing prices, you look at inflation for food prices because the supply chain is currently disrupted. Now, what can you do to fight against that? There's really nothing much you can do because the answer is basically the same throughout many years been said. Always invest in yourself, invest in properties that make you money, always leverage debt. Debt is not a bad thing. It could be bad, it could be good. It depends how you utilize it. So for example, you bought a property back at like 1990 or the year 2000. It was worth around $100,000 and now you go to sell your property and now it's worth around between $700,000 to $800,000. Yeah, I'm talking to you, California. That's how housing prices are so crazy. So you can go to the bank and say, hey, you do a refinance, you look at your home value, a change in value. So within that gap of money, all that money, you can leverage that and using to borrow more money. So, but when you borrow it, you gotta remember, as I mentioned in my previous video, liability and assets. Depends what you buy out of it. So a good example, you look at all people who got stimulus checks. I can guarantee you 95% of them took that stimulus check. Either A, they cash in a bank, which is basically you are still losing money against inflation. So basically you're taking a loss, a fat L already. Or, which is like I'll say less than 5% of people actually took that income they got from the government, the stimulus check, and invest into the stock market, which they're fighting against inflation. They're actually making money. So let's say what happens, like they take all the money they have, they put it into their bank savings account, maybe CD, maybe 401k. So 401k is good and bad. You know, I mentioned a video on it before where 401k, if you make it yourself, it's not really that great. But if you work for a company to give it to you, then just take it because it's free. But you look at it that way. Look at their interest rates. Look how much they pay you. It's not even 1%. It's not even half a percent. It's literally in this like 0.01 digits. That's how low it is. It's so low, there's no way you can make money and survive off assets. Instead, if you buy stocks, if you buy crypto, you have a higher chance. Or you even buy stocks that give out dividends. Dividends even do a better chance than putting your money in a bank. So you better do your own research when it comes to that type of stuff. But the whole takeaway of this video is for you to actually finally look outside the box. And when you do your research and financial research and why you're in this situation or how do you take the step to the next level, remember that putting your money in a bank or letting it sit still is not the answer, the way to go. The answer way to go is to invest it into assets instead of liabilities. So saving money is good too, but taking the money you save and putting it somewhere that works for you is another thing. So what you can do today, so number one, besides buying stocks, you can buy into dividends, you can buy into bonds, you can buy into real estate, and you can buy like gold and cryptocurrency. So just remember that who is better? Are you better at dealing with money, or is the federal government better with dealing with your money? So you got to answer. If you can do better than the federal government, which apparently the only way they make money is through taxes, versus you, who has only make money through working through a job and you're paying the taxes. But here's a catch. You have the opportunity to make more than one source of income. For the feds, they only have one source of income, is taxing everyone else. And they haven't got out of that because their debt ratio versus their income ratio coming in, it's so skewed to the point like you're not really 100% sure which one's more. Do they have more debt or did they make enough money to cover that debt? As you know, the student loan crisis also over $1 trillion dollars. That one is because you think about it, is they offer all those loans and stuff is because hopefully the people get their jobs, the students, and can make money so the government makes money. So you look at it, how do you cover yourself financially, especially for the middle class? The lower class, same thing. You can apply this concept. People in the upper class, they already understand. Majority don't understand this concept, and they already know what they need to do. So what you need to do is specifically look into making your money work for you. If you can't buy into real estate, you can buy into real estate, basically stocks, where they provide dividends. So you can do your own research online and look it up. You don't have to own a physical asset. You can own a part of an asset of a company that does all the real estate for you and pay out a dividend, a certain amount of fee for you. So you don't need like hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy into real estate, because you have to deal with a lot of work, you have to deal with a lot of people. If you don't want to deal with that, then you can buy into a portion of it, which doesn't require as much money as buying a physical asset. Dividends is really good. If you look into that, that's another way that still pays way more than what you do than leaving in a bank account or leaving a savings or CD, even 401k. If you take that money and you invest it elsewhere, it always makes you more. And what you can do, number 2, is buying other items that do not make you money. Yes, you can splurge from time to time, but so remember, each time you do that, you're setting yourself back for a financial future that you can, maybe one day when you grow your financial budget enough, you create your own business, you can splurge however you want without thinking. So you got to ask yourself, is budgeting and investing, those are the 2 main goals you should take away from this video. And if you're not doing that, or you're not making any income right now, their first job is to actually start working, bringing something in. Once you start bringing something in, then you create more ways to make more income. Not just have one way. You have one main source and you have a bunch of sub-sources. The sub-sources can become a main source. That's the whole point of having more than one job. Investing is considered as a sub-source because it doesn't, most of the time, does not make more money than you make on your main job, but it has the potential. So for the middle class, the only way to get out of this financial trouble and to fight against inflation, because the federal government, let's face it this way, they're not going to help you. They're there to make money from us, the consumer. And our job is to provide to them. But at the same time, we can use them and utilize them based on all the tax codes and rules they wrote to utilize for ourselves too. Except the only difference is it was never taught to us. I hope you guys like this video and like, share, and subscribe, and I'll cover more topics like these where you guys can utilize a tax law and utilize investing techniques and make yourself more financially wealthy and stop playing a rat race. So I hope you guys like this video, like, share, and subscribe. I see you guys next time.